Welcome to Plot Twisted Spicy. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Sean, and we're here to talk plot twists, questionable life choices,
and what happens when a story invites us to get in between the sheets.
We rate the spice,
judge the twists,
and ask the most important question.
Was it worth the chaos?
Before we start, this podcast is strictly for the grown and sexy. We talk about mature topics, use explicit language, and dive into some very adult situations with plenty of laughs along the way. Recommended for listeners 18 and older, listener discretion is strongly advised. If you're still here, fluff those pillows. Let's get between the sheets.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Sean. How's it going?
Good, you?
I'm good. What's new? What are you reading right now?
I'm pretty good. Currently, I'm in the middle of Perfection, which is the third Pretty Little Liars book.
And you're enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it so far. I just finished Feather So Vicious.
You finished it?
I finished it.
What did you think?
I actually really enjoyed it. Yes! I wrote in my review, another book that reminds me that I like the darker romances and having the fantasy element is Chef's Kiss, was my book review.
That's perfect! Yay! Oh, so you read both. You're done.
I read Feather So Vicious. I need to read the second
Shadow
one.
So Cruel.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm currently waiting for it because it's on hold at Cloud Library. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting for that one.
Check Libby, because that's where I listened.
So I checked Libby. It was going to take longer to get on Libby than it was at Cloud, because Cloud only says 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then the other one was going to take longer.
Sometimes I'm like, who's listening to these books? I was surprised no one's heard of it yet. It's on a wait list.
Yeah, always. Especially Libby. Libby always has like a long ass wait list, so I always check Cloud Library to see if I can get it there first.
Yeah.
Because it'll say 4 weeks, but I'll probably get it next week.
Yeah, like I got Neon Gods immediately.
Yeah. So I'm actually listening to I'm just starting Neon Gods on Spotify. Mm-hmm. So I have it there. And then Chandra and I are going to read that Trick book, one of the ones that was suggested at our book club. Mm-hmm. But
is that the one with like the jester and the... I want to read that.
Yeah.
It's called Trick?
Yes.
I'm going to read it.
Trick by Natalia Jaster.
Okay. Yeah. Jaster.
I know.
I really want to read that. I'm interested.
It looks like it's no fun. Because, yeah, we haven't started it yet, so if you want to be a part of it, it's on Spotify. It's on... I checked last week because I kept a couple weeks ago, because I kept seeing it on TikTok a lot, and both Chandra and I wanted to read it. But when I checked all the audio platforms before, it wasn't there. But when I checked today, because she texted me saying, hey, I'm buying it on my Audible. If you want to listen to it, just let me know and I'll give you the login info. And then I checked and it's on all the platforms. It says that it's coming soon. It's one of those things for Libby that you have to tag it so that when it does come on, it gives you a notification once it's on Libby, but it's not there yet.
Okay.
But when I typed it onto Libby previously, it wouldn't even show up at all.
So it's newer.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, it's on Spotify and Cloud Library, and I was able to borrow it right away because it's so new and nobody knew.
I'm excited. Okay, I want to get it. I'll put it on my phone after we finish recording.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What are you reading?
I'm gonna read Trick. I just finished Neon Gods today, but for me it was a reread because I read it when it came out. Thought it came out in 2011. It was 2021. Well, that feels like a lifetime ago for some reason.
Whoops.
Yeah, genuinely was like, what? This is older than that. Unless I'm misreading the published date on Goodreads, because sometimes sometimes the published date will be a re-release book published date.
Yeah, sometimes it's different editions or something like that. If it goes on to Kindle, sometimes it has that date instead of the original date.
Yes, because to me, I feel like it's older than 2021, but I could be wrong about that, so that's fine. But I enjoyed it. I read it a second time, so I'm much quicker getting through it this time, and I am pushing my way through Starside, which is the newer Alex Astor book. I think it's 2 years old now, but it's really taken over TikTok.
Yeah, and it's a part of your Messy Monday book club thing, isn't it?
Yes, so it's our Messy Monday book club. I really, really like it. It's just that it's an actual physical book for me. And I read faster on my Kindle or an audiobook, obviously. So having time while I'm prepping for a con, because I have a convention this month, so it's slow going.
I feel that.
So we're working on it. But it's really good. It's very cool. I like the concept a lot. It's all about like fighting to get magic. So like there's two sides of the like world. There's like a magic world, and then like nobody goes there, and then they live in like a poverty-stricken world, kind of like it gives me Quicksilver vibes. Have you ever read that?
No.
Okay. She's like she works in a forge, which so does the girl in Quicksilver. And they live in like a place with like no nutrient dense soil. It's kind of deserted, so it's exactly like Quicksilver. But the difference is metal has different like levels of strength.
Yeah.
So like I believe in this book, there's a metal I can't think of the name of, but it's like a black metal. It's like the strongest, but it's from like the magic world.
Yeah.
So in the real world, I think silver is the strongest metal. So if you have a silver sword and you have a copper sword and they like fight, that silver sword's probably gonna break the copper sword.
Oh, okay.
So there's this thing called, I think it's called the culling. And basically it happens every like 50 years and everybody competes to go into the magic world. So there's a big competition just to be able to get into the magic world. And then once you're in it, if you survive it, you can bring back a cup of magic. And if you get a cup of magic, you can bring it home, and a drop can like sustain your village for years.
Damn. Okay.
So people fight pretty intensely to get it, because it like means wealth and like prosperity. So this girl has other reasons for wanting to compete, and from what I understand, I'm only like 10% in. From what I can gather, I think she wants to kill the gods, like the people that have magic, because I think they killed her whole family.
Oh,
I'm not fully
so cool.
certain at all, because I have no. And then there's this knight that she hates, so maybe he killed her family. Not sure. I'm very early into it, but she's going in for other reasons than magic.
Okay.
So. It's very good. It's a physical book, and it's a fairy loot copy, so it's really pretty. So I don't like to just like bring it anywhere, although I did bring it in the pool the other day.
I saw you have a picture. I was like, I wanted to like comment and be like, the next photo you'll have, is it drenched?
Yeah, I would probably be devastated, but you know what? My own fault. Anyway, sorry, that was a big long-winded speech to be like, you should probably read it. It's great, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading. Now, what we both read
Woohoo.
was Hiss and Tell,
Hiss
which
and
is our
Tell.
book we're going to talk about today. Can you please unlock this for me?
Can do.
So Tyler and I read Hiss and Tell, which is the first book in the Harmony Glen series, which we decided to start reading after we read Time to Stir Up Love.
Yes.
So Hiss and Tell is by Alana Khan. And the book description that I'm taking from Goodreads says, when calming magic meets single mom mayhem, story time turns sizzling. When a deadbeat ex disappoints my 4-year-old again, I lose my mind at library story time. Apparently, yelling, "Are you fucking kidding me?" when daddies don't show up isn't considered appropriate language. Now my son is banned from his favorite place, and I'm desperate enough to fake date the shy, snake-haired librarian with the gentle smile and massive forearms. Sebastian's hands turn me into liquid heat. His snakes flirt better than most men I've dated, but it's the way he touches me like I'm already his that really undoes me. The more time we spend together, the harder it is to remember this is pretend, especially when his healing magic might offer a cure I never dared hope for. Maybe pretending isn't enough anymore. She crashes into my quiet world, and suddenly safe feels overrated. Aspen's chaos rewrites every rule I've lived by. My snakes react to her like she's the missing piece of my soul, and every instinct screams at me to claim what's mine. She doesn't flinch at my snakes, my magic, or the emotional minefields I keep buried beneath stacks of books. Instead, she sees me, not the Gorgon, not the librarian, me. Now I'm bringing storybooks to life at her son's bedtime, fantasizing about healing her in every way possible and wishing our fake relationship wasn't so heartbreakingly pretend. One fake date, one magical cure, infinite ways to burn. So that's the synopsis of Hiss and Tell.
Yes.
And we're going to try reviewing this book or going over this book in a little bit of a different way.
Yes.
So spoiler alerts, beyond here, you're going to know everything that happens. So if you haven't already read this book, I really highly recommend going and reading it before you listen to this episode. But first of all, just any general overall thoughts before we get right into it. Nothing for you?
Not at the moment.
That's okay.
My brain's like, hey.
So we divided the book into 3 parts, beginning, middle, and end. And we're going to do our thoughts and reactions in those kind of sequential order. So in the beginning of the book, like, what do you feel grabbed your attention right away or quickly?
Oh, okay. So, what grabbed my attention for me was just like, you could really feel Aspen and like what she was feeling and like the pressure and the stress that she was under. So like having everything so high stakes for her, really it was just kind of like, oh, like what's going to happen? What's going to happen with you? And then also it was also being interested in like Sebastian's like calmness and his empathy with his powers being linked with everything, that especially with his job at the library and how it changes the environment. I was like, oh, that's really neat.
I liked that they pulled like a different kind of magic for male Gorgons.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good little like change to the regular mythology. If that's in the real mythology, I haven't read about it. So I thought that was very cool.
It kind of seems like it's like, oh, like people don't know about this. So I took it as like, oh, this is probably different than what it would have been.
Yes.
In my thoughts.
Like in traditional mythology, first of all, I don't think there are male Gorgons. I think it's usually females.
Yeah.
And they turn men to stone, right? That's like Medusa. So in this aspect, the way I'm reading it is that he's rare, being a male Gorgon. And because male Gorgons are rare, their powers are different. And in this book, his power is like calming.
Yeah.
I agree. The same things grabbed my attention. I really liked and kind of pulled the fact that she was a single mom pretty quickly, and like I liked how quickly you could empathize or relate with the characters. Like they got into emotions fairly fast, I felt like, but not in like a rushed way. Yeah, so I felt like that as well. Did you find the beginning interesting? Like, did it pull you in right away?
For me, it did, just because, like I said, in that first section, it really talks about like how, like what I said about it being like very high, like having the high stakes for her, and there being the pressure of like trying to figure out what was going with Milo's dad and what was going on with her life, and her getting the emails of being like, oh, like about her Aspen Leor stuff, and just wanting to know what would happen next. But also like what also got me was that you could feel like Seb's and Aspen's pull almost from the very beginning of the book. Like it wasn't one of those, as you can like see from the very beginning of the book, what I liked about it is that it wasn't one of those like, because it's supposed to be a fake dating. The fake dating is that like they didn't hate each other, or it wasn't a couple that already happened that was broken up and they had to fake it that way. But you could feel like, you could see from their points of view and like how they were interacting with each other that there was something there from the very beginning, which I liked.
I felt that way too, because they almost agree to fake date because they're like too insecure to admit they really want to date.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we're gonna do it for convenience. It's like, it's almost like he backs out of asking her out, so says, we could date so you can get your kid back at the library. Woohoo! Because he's so insecure about possibly being a partner to someone.
Well, and that's what you see, like, we'll talk about their growth more from the book, but how from the very beginning of the book, like, she's very closed off, and we'll talk about that more later, about like how she closes herself off from people because of certain aspects of her life. And then for him, he always makes himself seem smaller because has a fear of opening up and people not seeing past the monster, and wants to be seen for the being that he is. And you can fully see that at the very beginning of the book when they're just like, and he's crouching.
The author does a really good job of like making you see how he is shrinking himself.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was really smart writing. I really enjoyed that. I felt the pacing was really well done, even right from the beginning.
Yeah.
I really thought like they're really leading all of this in really well. I also liked that we didn't start from like nowhere. We kind of started already in the story.
Yes.
I think that pulled me in quicker.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, and once there was a woman. It was like, and we're on our way to story time. Let's go.
Yeah, time to
Where are
go.
we? Yeah. Did you like that she had a kid?
Honestly, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was a nice aspect of the story.
Okay. I loved it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And like, I don't have a child, so I didn't see it from that point of like me being a mom or anything like that. But like, I could see like, because my mother was a single mom for like a good chunk of like my beginning of life, so like I kind of pictured that. And then also like, I care for children. Seeing everything that way, and I was just like, I love that aspect of it, of having Milo there, and I just freaking love Milo.
I was really nervous going in though. I really wasn't sure how reading a 18 plus book with a kid in it was going to go, but I agree with you. I really liked it. I grew up with a single mom for my entire life.
Yeah.
But I really, really loved it, and I wrote, because we had this separated into 3 parts, I wrote, yes, I cried so fast, this writer knows how to write a deadbeat dad. Because I was crying every time he disappointed Milo.
Yeah.
I was so angry at his dad.
Well, the part for Milo is also where you can tell he's so used to the disappointment, because at one point she's like talking about how he's trying to hold it together. And you're just kind of like, to a point where your child is trying to hold it together because he's used to it that often. I was like, oh my God.
Devastating. Yeah, it's devastating.
Yeah.
Do you find that in part 1, like of our first 33% of the book or whatever, were there any like important moments or scenes that you like feel need a shout out?
So I have this whole summary right here.
I know, look at you.
Jeez. Well, because it said summary, so I was like, all right.
I got point form.
Well, I have the point form here. So, like, the important moments I have is obviously, like, library outburst and then, like, the cause leading to the ban. Because, like it's like Sean said when she was describing the book, because of, like, basically because of what was going on with the dad and the fact that the dad just did another moment of disappointment, and stakes were so high because Aspen
had
this interview that she was supposed to have later that day, so she was really counting on Daddy Derrick to come pick up, and he bailed again. So she had the tension from a job aspect, but then also had the heartbreak because her son was heartbroken one more time, which caused her outburst at the library and trying to figure things out. And that's what caused the ban in the first place. And it's just kind of like, you could just feel the stress, feel the anger from her, and I was just kind of like, oh my God, you poor woman.
Yeah, honestly. And to build off of that, something that I really liked about Aspen was like, she never didn't believe in her ex.
No.
Whenever he said he was going to be there, she was like, okay, maybe this time. Like, she wasn't like, F this guy, or he's a piece of garbage. Yeah. Like, she was like, okay, maybe this time he's going to step up. Like, she was really trying to believe in him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think at a certain point, you do that because you're just kind of like, at that point, it's like, yeah, I may have certain opinions about him, but you pray for your child that this is going to work out. And she is very good and supportive that way.
Yeah, and even from the like, and that's the other part where you said earlier, like how you can tell like her and Sebastian, who is the Gorgon, are pulled together. Like even from that first incident, he's so clumsy around her.
Yeah.
Like he is usually really pulled together, really aware of his surroundings. He knocks over like 3 things in their meeting because he's so
much.
He's so flustered by her, and it's really adorable. I liked that. Anyway, I agree. That's definitely an important moment. Any other from the first little bit that you want to go over?
So also from this section, it's the threats to the library about the performance and the funding and the budget cuts and everything like that.
Yeah, I wrote
because
Mrs. Randall as a cunt.
Yes, I've written "fuck you, Randall" many times throughout my notes.
Yeah, Randall sucks. I agree.
Is kind of how I feel about that. So like the threats to the library and like the programming for the families that Seb is a part of and wants to fight for, but also he's still not that confident yet, but does believe in what he believes in. So we're still kind of in the beginning stages of that.
Yeah.
And then obviously their deal that they create.
Yeah, I wrote fire at the date.
Fire. Well, at one point I write in my notes, I was just kind of like, and then they go on their date, or should I say two?
Yeah.
Because of the fire that happens, they end up going on, but they go up to 2 different locations, but I think that was honestly probably good for...
How do they end up discussing the date? How does this happen? I don't remember this part now because I read it before you.
I have it here somewhere.
Doesn't the agreement to fake date happen at this date?
No,
before.
So before it's they see each other because she's working at the market and he ends up seeing her.
Right, because he spills something.
Because he knocks stuff over, but also from his perspective, the fake dating also works for him. Because also he wants to get his 3 neighbors off his back.
The old biddies.
Yeah.
I wrote that. They're the best.
They're my best. They're on my list of favorite people.
Oh my god, they're so cute. So guys, there's the Sebastian, we're gonna call him Seb, lives alone, but he's got 3 elderly or older lady neighbors that are obsessed with making him like find the perfect person because they just genuinely think he's the sweetest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
And so they come in and like make him like a fake, like a real dating profile, and they're trying to get him a girlfriend, and they're all giving him like mother hen advice, like you gotta get out there, buddy, like
and where they're talking to him, and she's just like, well, I've seen you make toast. At least you can make toast. I've watched you through the window, and he's like, that's stalking, and the response is, that's community involvement.
Yeah, they have the greatest responses to his stuff. It's so good. They like make him dress nicer. Side note, I love that his snakes were like different bow ties. I thought that was
adorable. I didn't know that they were going to do the bow ties, and then they mentioned it, and I was like,
and it's like a thing. He's got like bow ties for his snakes, and they like all preen, and they're like, look how cute we look.
We adorbs.
But yes, I love the old ladies. I think they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, what a great way to throw like a sidekick into the story.
Got Iris and Mabel. I'm not gonna lie, when we get to the second section of the book, there's one part where I'm just like, this would totally be Sean Kelly and myself.
I think we'll make great old ladies. We're gonna really help somebody find love. It's gonna be beautiful. One of us will be deaf. Kelly will be blind. I'll be deaf, and you'll be something. Maybe you'll be perfectly healthy, and you'll be our eyes and ears. Anyway, so that's our part 1. Unless summarizing that up, they start fake dating.
Yes.
They are influenced by the people around them. So she's influenced because she wants Milo to be able to go back to the library. She also just genuinely likes Seb, thinks he's lovely, and he is like, I can possibly help you get back in early because we're in a relationship. And also these old ladies.
I want these old ladies off my back because I don't want them to do all this stuff for me.
I really am not looking to date online.
No.
Kind of. And he's pretty honest about it, which I liked.
Yeah. He's just kind of like, I could also make this work for me too.
Yeah, he's like a symbiotic relationship of sorts.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah. I know. So, part 2.
So part 2, we've gone through all of this, and now we're moving into like the meat of the story.
Yeah. So I actually have part 2 as like page 89 to like 185.
I had it like percentage-wise because that's what was on my Kindle. My Kindle goes percentage. But yeah, basically that's fine.
So I did it as like, I took like where the story actually ended and then divided it by 3 because I felt like that was easier.
That makes sense. That's smart.
So for this second section, did you find that the story stayed engaging for this entire?
Yes, I personally was pretty engaged the entire time. There were Milo. There were like 2 situations where I was like, all right, I get it. The kid's disappointed.
Yeah.
Moving on. And I felt kind of like a bad mom. I was like, oh no.
Nope, that's fair.
Getting annoyed with his kid's feelings. I think the author did a good job of writing it. I just was like, for this book is under 300 pages. The kid has feelings. We get it.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, it was just like, I felt like it stayed engaging because there was still enough. There wasn't a lull in the story, and it kept going. That there was enough going on for me to be engaged.
Yes, definitely kept moving forward.
There was definitely no boredom. In this section is where you find out where Aspen is coming from, and part of her closing herself off from everybody, which is when she's mentioning how she needs medications and the transferable and stuff like that. And then did you know what it was right away when they mentioned?
I thought so.
I guessed it too.
Yeah. So I thought it was. That's actually something about this book I really liked.
Yeah.
When the fake dating trope.
Yeah.
Tends to have each person individually having some sort of internal struggle about why this relationship isn't going to last past the set deadline. Usually one of them is leaving. Like, that's pretty common. One's moving away or something. I really liked that she didn't think it could continue because she was sick.
Yes.
Like, she's thinking of him, and she's also been rejected because of it.
Yes.
So I was like, it's not even just her insecurity, it's she's insecure, but she also doesn't want him to be stuck with a sick woman, essentially, which was a valid feeling, I think.
She doesn't want him to be stuck with a sick woman, and she doesn't want him to feel that he basically has to be kept on his toes because she is sick and all that kind of stuff too. Because I think also in her mind, as much as she does take care of herself and she does well and all this kind of stuff with her sickness, I think also she might be worried because there is the stigma of being like, but what if it happened to somebody else kind of thing? What if I did that to somebody? And I think that was also kind of in the back of her mind too, which is a fair assessment, but I liked how this was handled.
Yeah, I did too. I liked how it was written. I also even liked how she kind of pulled away. Like, they kiss in this section.
Yes.
And she kind of closes in on herself, right? Because she's scared of her feelings for this guy, but also just like concerned about having an intimate relationship with someone. And she hasn't talked to him about the fact that she is sick, and like she doesn't really know what to do. So she completely terrifies him. He's like on edge. He leaves and he's like, best kiss of my life. What's wrong? Like, and I thought that was also a really good way to create miscommunication without the miscommunication trope of just not talking. Yeah. Like, she had to get through it and then talk to him.
Yeah. Because I thought the communication between them was handled well in this story. And I find we see this a lot in stories where it's just kind of like, oh, they're just not talking because they're nervous, which is fair. But like, this was a process she had to go through in order to figure it out and how she wanted to communicate it with him, because it's a big deal in her head and everything like that, right? And I just liked it.
Does the conversation about the cure happen in this part, or is that in part?
I have it in this section.
Okay.
Personally.
So my thoughts. So basically, she's sick with an STI that her ex gave her.
Yes.
I can't remember which one it is, but
herpes,
yeah. And so she's been living with it for however old Milo is, so for years, essentially, and is medicated and taking really good care of herself, but she hasn't really been with anybody, and she's concerned about it with Sebastian. So she does eventually tell him what's going on, and he immediately, like, he's wanting to claim her, protect her, love her pretty quickly, right? Pretty much like from the kiss and before that. And he decides that he can potentially help her, but he doesn't know how to tell her he can potentially help her. And I really liked the conversations with the little old ladies about it, which I feel like, was that in part 3? I can't read this as early as I did for the next one.
It's in this section, yes.
Okay, so basically he starts doing crazy amounts of research in his apartment and looking into like Gorgon lore, and he finds out that there's a ritual that he could possibly do that could possibly cure her. Yeah. But he doesn't want to talk to her about it. He's not sure how to tell her about it. And then the 3 old biddies come over with like cookies because we love them. Mm-hmm. And they all are basically like, don't be a dummy. You just tell her she's perfect the way she is. And if she doesn't want the cure, that's cool too.
Yeah.
And
it's not a requirement.
Yes.
I like that. It was like, show her that you'll be there no matter what. It is an option, not a requirement.
I liked that a lot.
And that's when you're just like, oh, these funny ass ladies are also wise.
I want all of them to be my grandma.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also, the thing about her admitting to, well, not admitting, but just sharing her illness with him, mm-hmm. it led to them being like also confessing that they were in love with each other mm-hmm. at the same time. Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of like, oh, that's lovely. Like it just, I don't know. I personally like that it was just kind of like, that doesn't matter to me. And actually, I'm in love with you. Yeah. And I was just like, I love you too.
Yeah, what a great time to confess that.
Yeah, but,
agreed.
But yeah, so right here we have, were there any surprises or twists for you in this story?
So in general, I was not expecting her illness. Like yeah. once the pills came up once, I was like, oh, God. Yeah. But I didn't expect it in the story.
I think I forgot when we read the description of the book about it, because they definitely mention it in the story. I totally
forgot about it too.
And I completely forgot. And then all of a sudden they were like, I got a call from the pharmacy to pick up my medications. I was like, medications?
Yeah, I forgot about it from the synopsis.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a surprise for me. I also liked the surprise of it though, because I was like, nice. Like, she's dealing with a real life struggle.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting. I did not expect the little old ladies in this book. Like, I know they come in part 1, but like, I did not see that coming. I thought he was just going to be like him and his snakes.
Yeah.
I did not see them coming at all until they were in the room with a laptop being like, we've made your profile. You just have to hit this submit button. And they're like, I'm like, man, my grandma can't even get her poker game open. Like,
they're on
ladies are fantastic.
What are they called? The Silver Swimmers?
Oh my God. Because Sebastian's brother teaches them a swim class.
That cracked me right up.
I also really liked his brother. But that's part 3.
I thought also, yeah. We'll talk about that after. Okay.
Right?
About that after. But yeah, I have this section ending off with him sharing about the ritual and also, spoiler alert, his immunity to it. Mm-hmm. And that it just
doesn't matter to him at all.
That doesn't matter, and that this section ends like very happy and hopeful for what the future is to come, basically.
I completely agree with all of that. My only thing that I think I also have is that he goes to class. So Milo has this big presentation.
I forgot all about that.
In school. His dad's supposed to go. It's like a dad lunch. Mm-hmm. And of course, dad bails again. And what I really liked about it was he didn't offer. Milo asks for Sebastian.
Yeah.
So his dad bails, and she's thinking about asking Sebastian, but she doesn't even get the chance because Milo asks if Mr. Sebastian can come. And I liked that it ended up being Milo who did it, and it wasn't like, oh, here's a filler dad.
Yeah.
It was like Milo feels safe with Sebastian, and so much so that he wants him to come to his dad lunch.
Yes.
I really liked that. And then Sebastian takes that on with the vigor of the cutest dad energy I've ever seen. He does dinosaur research and gets stickers, and like, I was like, what a good dad.
To the point where all the other dads are like making comments about being like, we don't know about his father's situation, but he's a very lucky boy to have you show up for him. And I'm like, oh my God.
They know that Milo's dad doesn't show up, right?
Yeah.
So I really clocked that. I'm very lucky because I have kids and I have my husband has this kind of energy for going to things. So I was like, oh, thank God Sebastian's in here.
Thank God you're here. But yeah, that was, I did love that section of the book. Also, but before also this, it was when Sebastian was at their apartment and spending the time with them. That might have been like one of my favorite moments in the book, because like you can hear with his inner monologue, he was talking about like their space and how it's set up and how it's organized, and also being like, how do I fit into all of this, into their world kind of thing. And I'm like, oh my God.
What a sweetie.
I just loved it. And like how he was with Milo, with reading the stories, and like Aspen was just fucking melting the entire time, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
And then all of this leads into the ending, or like the third part of the last like 33% of the book, kind of. How did you feel with the last third of the book? Like, did you feel pacing was good? What did you kind of feel in that last section?
I felt like it was, for me, I felt like it was nice, and like it's leading up to the happily ever ending, what?
Yeah,
Ever
I got what
after.
you're saying.
Happily
like
ever after.
ending.
Happily ever after, that like you are predicting the story, because it was a feel good story. It was just, it was everything you kind of were expecting to and wanting to happen kind of just flowed. But I thought the pacing was good for that one. I only have one gripe. It, for me, I expected more to happen with Derrick.
Oh yeah,
in the story, but the actual pacing and everything I thought was good for this last section of the book for the most part.
Yeah, I felt like the ritual was actually kind of rushed.
Yeah.
Personally, like they have all this lead up for this ritual, and then to me it feels very like quick.
Yeah.
But like it was fine. I'm just being nitpicky. Like to have like, but in the moment I was like, that's it. We're done. Okay. We're connected.
The amount of times in this book they start having sex, they start like getting ready to hook up, and then it keeps getting interrupted. I was like, is this a theme for all the books?
Yeah, I know. A lot of interruptions.
Whether it was the date, whether it was dates, because the first date was interrupted, and I was just kind of like, that happened in the other book. And then...
But it wasn't by fire.
But it wasn't by fire, but it was interrupted. But it's okay, because they went on to their first/second date, basically, in order to continue. And then in Time to Stir Up Love, was lasagna also made there too?
I don't remember.
Because it was like when when they had the dinner party, it was they had
a bingo card for Harmony Glen.
They had a lasagna, and I was just like,
intimate moment interrupted more than once in book. Bingo. Lasagna is made. Bingo.
I think lasagna was at Time to Stir Up Love too, when he made food for her.
Oh my God, I think you're right. It's either lasagna or spaghetti.
It was some... I want to say, I'm 95% sure...
It's lasagna?
It's lasagna. But I have it in my notes somewhere being like, did they?
It's crazy because that's two different authors.
Yeah, I know.
And two different countries. This author is American and the other one's a Canadian author.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it felt rushed, just that little bit of the ritual. Like, I kind of wish it was spread out a little bit more, or teased out a little bit better. And I agree about the Derrick thing. Like, the dad, he's this deadbeat, and it just kind of...
I thought there was going to be, like, a come to Jesus moment between either Seb... I don't want to be, like, Seb and him, because I don't think that, like...
I think that Seb dealt with him perfectly.
Yeah, I thought that was fine, but I would have thought, like, a bigger conversation between Aspen and him.
I feel like there should have been a talk, like, because he comes back and he's like, I'm in therapy, and I'm this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, okay, they're going to have a big talk, where she goes... I'm glad you're in therapy, but now that you're committed, you need to be in, because if you do this again, like,
Yeah.
Like, you can't keep doing this to Milo. Like a big, like, standing up for yourself and your kid, like, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But there really wasn't anything. They were just like, look, he's finally being a good dad.
He's here and he's not trying to do, and like she was like, he's not doing the flashy presents like he used to try to make up for things. And I was like, okay, that's nice. But I wanted that big conversation to happen between the two of them.
Yeah.
That was kind of one of those things where I was like, that's what I wished.
Yeah. Did you think like the themes came together well?
Thought so.
Yeah.
I thought,
Would you change anything? Like, with just the Derrick conversation, or?
I think it was mostly, hold on. Yeah, just more so, yeah, I just have, like, the bigger discussion in a come to Jesus moment with Derrick for the most part. I felt like everything kind of came together in a perfect, like, they set it up to have everything in, like, a pretty bow. Because that's what the hope was. I did find, I think I kind of wished, what am I thinking? I personally thought that there were some things that were a little too convenient for finishings and endings and stuff like that. So one of them was the Derrick thing. I kind of wanted more. I also wanted more out of the Aspen Lee Yours part because it was so hyped up at the beginning of the book and that this meeting was so important.
Yeah.
But we didn't get we weren't there for the meeting at all, and it was just, oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And
you nailed it. Okay, off we go.
Yeah. And I kind of wish we got slightly more from that.
I agree.
I loved that there was the ritual and the immunity and stuff like that, but I did find it very convenient.
Yeah.
But not that, like, I wouldn't want that to be there, but I would have wanted almost
that was
something.
A very serious commitment to make so early in their relationship. Like, they are mated for life.
Yes. And I think I just wanted like more of a struggle somewhere in the middle. I'm happy that there wasn't a third act breakup because that really would have pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I don't like those, and like it's in my notes for like, what did you like about this book? No third act breakup, because again, I thought their communication did well and I thought everything worked out very nicely. I just, again, and I don't know if that's me asking for more and we're reading novella, so therefore I'm asking for too much.
Yeah,
kind of like what we talked about
been
before.
Like a situation where she tells Seb, like, hey, I'm gonna go have a meet. Like, Derrick wants to talk. I'm gonna go see him.
Yeah.
So she goes to like a coffee shop to meet Derrick. Seb like happens to like walk by, and her and Derrick look like they're like really happy and like intimate or something.
Yeah.
And then Sebastian is just like, oh, like if this is what she really wants, like I have to let her have that tension or whatever. Meanwhile, like her and Derrick are having a completely different conversation. And she comes back realizing how much she cares about Sebastian. And he's going back realizing, like, he cares about her so much he could let her go.
Yeah.
But it's actually no.
Yeah.
She stays, he stays. Like, it could have been easily done something like that and kind of hit those markers without a breakup. No breakup.
Yeah. I think I just wanted, like, something that was a little bit of, like, a pull between them. But I am happy with their relationship and, like, where they ended off and everything like that. Because they're super freaking adorable.
I really, really, really liked this book.
Yes.
Did you have a favorite character?
My favorite characters were Milo.
Milo was mine.
And then Mabel, Iris, and Dot.
They are very worth having.
Yeah. It says, I love this child and just felt for him. And then the trio, the Silver Swimmers.
Great name.
I picture us as old ladies.
I love it. I think I completely agree. That's fantastic.
My least favorite character is, well, Derrick, because he basically put everybody down at, like, letting Milo down at every corner except the very end of the book, and then Randall.
Yeah, I put Randall. Mean Librarian is a fucking asshole. That's what I wrote.
I felt like she prayed for Seb's downfall until it was very convenient, because all of a sudden at the end of the book she was
like,
oh yeah, this is great, and you're like,
library enrichment programs are the core of everything.
Also, when it came to the drive thing and how his drive was corrupted and stuff like that, I thought she was going to have something to do with it.
So did I.
And it turned out to be nothing. And I was like,
It just
what?
happened to be corrupted.
Just so happened. Just so happened.
I know. Suspicious.
Because, like, she came at the most convenient time. I was like, well, I hope that doesn't mess up your meeting later. And I was like, you did this.
The meeting's been moved up.
I was like, you did this. I know you did this. And then it turns out
She
didn't.
did do it. It's just not in the book.
It's just not. In my head, she did it.
Yep.
So yeah, that was one of those things where, like, I predicted that to come out and then
Nothing came of it.
it didn't.
I think that's a theme within these little, like, shorter books. There's, like, not enough, like... Not that there's not enough nefarious activity, but there's, like... All these random tension buildups don't feel concluded, or, like, they have, like, you don't feel satisfied. Like, it's almost like you're looking for conflict.
Yeah.
Because there isn't any, and then there's all these loose ends that just either you never talk about again, or you just, like, are looking for.
Yeah. And again, I think that's me trying to get out of the mindset of, like, the full story to, like, the shorter stories.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you mentioned it before. It's like, we're always going to be wanting more.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
And that's why sometimes when I think about, like, oh, but what about this? It was like, is this an actual critique, or is this me just reading a novella and wanting more?
Exactly. And it's a fine line.
So that's why, like, when we have these conversations sometimes, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to come out correct.
That's okay. We're doing our best. Like I said, I loved the book.
Yeah, me too.
Did you have how do you feel about how the characters changed throughout the story?
I loved it because it was written very well from beginning to end about how they were and, like, how close, like, because, yeah, Aspen at the start of the book was closed off, thinking that she had to keep to herself, and love wasn't in her life because of things going on in her own personal life, whether it was her illness, the fact that she was a single mom, had to deal with Derrick, and, like, how busy she was and everything like that. And then by the end of the book, she's like, she feels loved, she feels she's back to, she feels loved, she feels carefree to be herself, and ultimately she feels safe to be open and who she wants to be. And I was very happy about that. And then for Seb, at the start of the book, he tried to be small and unnoticeable and not a monster that no one could see past what he was to know who he was. And then at the end, he becomes, the end of the book, he's more confident, tall, allows his presence to be known, and taking more responsibility even in his work, and knowing his worth and that he does matter and does deserve love.
Yeah, totally agree.
And I was just like,
100%.
But I thought that part was written very well, and you could notice the tiny differences all throughout the story.
I agree. I think that, yeah, you summed it up perfectly. I completely agree with everything you said.
I love that.
Did you have any favorite quotes?
I have quite a lot.
Great.
So actually, I'm gonna start off with a quote that actually just, like, hurt me.
Okay.
Where she says, I sit in my tiny living room surrounded by the organized chaos of single motherhood and wonder when my son learned how to hope carefully.
Broke
I
hard.
was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Battered.
This was about, and then one quote that I loved was, you and Milo changed what success looks like, what happiness looks like, and what it feels like, to what home feels like. And then when he's talking about winning the people over in order to have the library programs keep going, he talks about, like, yes, we won this, but we won each other, and that was more important to him than winning the library, as much as that was important. I have a couple other quotes on my Kindle too, but those were a couple that I just had written here where I was like, this is a heartbreaking one, and then I felt it, and then these were two that I really enjoyed also. But I do have more on my Kindle. But what are your quotes?
I just saved one this time. I wrote, if only grown-ups were as reliable as library schedules. And I felt like that was very real as a person who has quite the color-coded calendar and tends to be early for things. I'm like, it felt very relatable. I'm actually very fortunate. I have a lot of really reliable people in my life, but I feel like it is so relatable.
Yeah. That's a fair one. I like that. You busy lady.
I just felt very relatable. I also had the other one, but you already said it, so we're good. And then you have some on your Kindle?
Yes, hold on.
Yeah.
It was... Oh yeah, this one was a hard one. It was like, sometimes the barriers we face aren't ones that other people put up. Sometimes they're the ones we build ourselves.
Facts.
I was like, oof.
Like, call me out, sister.
Oof. And then... I had that one saved.
Anything the Silver Swimmers say.
Yes. I cracked up anytime they said anything. I have salt. When they were talking about, like, they're like, you don't have any spices in your house. We're going to get you spices. And then he's like, I have salt.
So good.
It cracked me right
You don't
up.
even have cumin. So good.
I loved it. Oh yeah, this was at the very end of the book. Some families are born, some families are chosen. Some are reconstructed from broken pieces into something stronger and more beautiful than what came before.
Oh,
And
so good.
And I was like, I love it.
Yeah, it is a very, like, strong and powerful, like, building your new family kind of vibe.
Yeah, and I loved it. Mm-hmm. Any themes and messages that you had?
Yep, I wrote Love Comes in All Levels of Health. Because it's one of the first books I've read where there was, like, a health condition involved.
Yeah.
And I feel like that should happen more often in books. You?
I love that. Basically, like, don't close yourself off from the world out of fear because you might miss something special. Be yourself and accept every aspect of yourself, just because of Seb and also Aspen. And then
That's why you were saying aspect. Also, as if her name is Aspen.
Basically, like, also, like, this one, I just wrote this here. It's not just like help with the stigmas of things and really normalize what real people go through.
Yeah, I think that's what makes books like this feel genuine. Did you have any, like, specific, like there's, like, a little circle how this book made you feel?
I had a lot of heartbreaking moments. Anytime Milo was heartbroken.
Same. Got that circled. Yep.
Happy because Seb made me happy.
And so do those Silver Swimmers.
So the Silver Swimmers. Well, I did funny for Silver Swimmers.
Yeah, they
also.
were so funny.
And then emotional because you went through, like, a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions, but it wasn't like it wasn't intense, but, like, you felt the feels.
Yeah.
You could feel what everyone was going through in this story, and I really enjoyed that.
After, like, I read it before you, and you were kind of, like, going through it and getting it, like, kind of getting through the book, I was like, oh my god, she hates it. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go in loving this book, and she's gonna have hated it.
No. No.
Did you have, like, a favorite scene in the entire book that stood out for you?
So, I think I mentioned it earlier, but when Seb is in Aspen and Milo's apartment, I love that scene. Just the way, again, the way that he's there and, like, he's trying to be, like, conscious of, like, how he is in their space and, like, talking about, like, oh, this is their home and, like, how would I fit into this? And I was just like, and just, like, the way he was with them in the conversations and the stories and...
Yeah.
I just loved that entire scene. I wish I wrote down quotes from that one, but I did not. I was just like, this scene is just great.
Everything about it. Check mark. It was the father-son lunch for me.
That
just,
was
like,
lovely.
the lead up, the prep, like, the phone call, like, she calls him. He's like, I'll be there. And she's like, you know, he's like, nope, I will be there. And then, like, hangs up the phone. He's like, all right, I gotta be prepped. I gotta be there on time. I was like, oh my god, what a beautiful soul. But yeah, that was it.
I love that.
And then the saddest moments for you or the hardest emotionally?
That would be Milo's heartbreak with his dad.
Same. And, like, you read the quote already.
Yeah.
Like, him having to, like, learn he can't rely on his dad and, like, leverage or, like, hope carefully, as we quoted.
Yeah. Just anytime Milo got heartbroken by his dad, I was just like, that's Drop.
Yeah.
Just sadness.
Somebody beat that man over the head.
Funniest moment anytime Silver Swimmers was on the scene, especially helping Seb.
That, and I also got quite, like, the giggle out of his brother. So we haven't really brought out his brother, but, like, his brother comes to visit, and he, like, kind of makes fun of him for being so put together. And, like, his snakes having bow ties. Like, he's like, of course your snakes have, like, all matching bow ties. And I was like, oh, just love these snakes and bow ties. Like, what a great little moment between the two brothers. Which he gets his own book. But yes, I think that's it. Would you recommend this book?
I would.
Absolutely, I would.
I personally would.
Yeah, I agree. Same. What is your final rating?
I have a 4.
I also have a 4.
I really enjoyed this one.
And I gave it 3 peppers.
I gave it 2.75.
My 3 peppers is vanilla open door, 1 or 2 scenes.
I need to write this down.
I know, I gave you the stickers and everything.
I know. I need to take the time. I promise I'll have time. So this one is so a 3 is 3 vanilla spicy scenes, 2 to 3 has more details, and then 2.5 is spicy scenes, vanilla, and then but the 0.5 is like had more like more just like more added on, like whether it was more oral or like the phone scene and stuff like that.
I did like that there was the phone scene.
I liked it. I don't see that a lot often in books, but I did.
And when
like
I
it.
do, sometimes they're written real cringe.
Yeah. The only cringe I had in that one, I did have like one cringe moment, but that was me being nitpicky, was when he was just kind of like, basically he said, like, your herpes won't affect me. And I was like, I don't want to hear that. I don't care if that's true and that's a good thing. I wouldn't want to hear that. Take me out of the moment, why wouldn't you?
Oh, good one.
Because, yeah, what did he... I have it written down. In part 2... Nope, part 3. Hold on.
All good.
Where was it? Because I can't catch your virus. Is what he said in the phone sex scene, and I'm just kind of like, as much as I know that was supposed to be like one of those things that was supposed to make her feel better, I wouldn't want to hear it while I was having phone sex.
Just the wrong time.
Yeah. I will hear that any other time and be like, okay, I feel good. But if I'm trying to get the sexy on, I don't want to hear it.
Sexy on.
Trying to get my sexy on.
Could you pull up our book list on your phone? The Google Doc list?
Yeah.
Because we need to tell the people what our next book is.
Our next book.
Which I believe we're going to read a Cleo Calloway book.
We are reading a Cleo Calloway book. The reading list. We are reading Of Blood and Bloom, a steamy Adonis and Aphrodite retelling by Cleo Calloway.
So that's what we're going to be reading in our next, for our next book. However, between now and then, we'll also have a mini-sode for you. So you'll have a couple of weeks to download that on your Kindles or wherever you get your books and come listen to our review. Outside of that, I loved this book. Highly recommend Harmony Glen to anyone looking for a good cozy read.
I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this was a good first in a series like this.
Yeah, I completely agree. Totally worth the chaos. Worth getting in between those sheets for sure.
In between the sheets. But yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Not really much I can say other than it was great.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Did we want to do the description of the next book?
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry. We'll probably tell you what the next book is about.
Just a... Sorry, that's what I was doing on my phone, was trying to get it up, but it was just...
Were you?
Apparently I put a bloom and bloom, not a blood and bloom. I was like, why can't I find it?
A bloom and bloom.
A bloom and
Blooms
bloom.
in her bloomers on Bloomy's Day. Okay, anywho.
All right, this is Of Blood and Bloom by Cleo Calloway. When a Gardus. Sorry.
We'll start over.
Take 2. All right, this is a Blood and Bloom by Cleo Calloway. When a goddess craves something mortal, even Olympus cannot contain her. Aphrodite, goddess of love, has tasted every pleasure, and yet she hungers still. The perfection of Olympus has become her beauty without flaw, desire without depth. Restless, she descends to the mortal world in search of something real. There she finds Adonis, a hunter whose beauty is matched only by the strength of his spirit. He does not fall at her feet. He does not beg for her touch. Instead, he meets her with caution, with quiet fire, with a passion that sees her not as a goddess, but as a woman. Their love blooms fierce and tender, rooted in reverence and hunger. But in a world where gods are jealous and beauty cannot be unguarded, passion is always shadowed by peril.
How many pages is it? Since you're in there.
80.
80. Ew, it's shorter than the last one. The other one was 84.
Was it?
Pomegranates? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. So yeah, 80.
Wow, so 80 pages, guys. No excuses. You can get that done.
You can do it.
You can do it. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's today's episode of Plot Twisted Spicy.
Where a short book once again caused long conversations.
If you love this novella,
Or if you're still processing what just happened between the sheets,
make sure you follow, rate, and leave us a review.
because your validation fuels our chaos.
We'll be back with another fast read.
And absolutely unhinged opinions.
Until next time, stay spicy.